Yeah, this is the game we're playing now. So, I have been forewarned. This is a psychological horror game. I don't know how it is. Let me look at it. It looks pretty, and everything I've seen on it. I went into this blind. Don't worry, I have no idea what's going to go on. So as far as I know, we have 4 girls. Well, 3 out of the 4 girls were trying to woo, and I actually did look at the trailer for it. This little one right here, she right here is Monika, which by my understanding by the trailer, is the club president. I think this one is Natsuki. I'm not sure much about her. I know Yuri. I think the trailer said that Yuri was mysterious, so there's Yuri. There's. I'm not sure. I think that's Sayori. I'm not 100% sure. So we are going. Okay, we're just gonna shorten it down to ferrets. Hey! Okay. Oh, jeez. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious any attention she might draw to herself. The girl was Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of worked out because because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on this day, on a day like this, but oh my god, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting. But if she but if she's going but if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle and idled in front of the crosswalk, and let Sayori catch up to me. Sorry, the way the font is. It's early morning. It is like 7 in the morning when I'm recording this. So I'm trying to wake up when I record this. On top of it, just the way the white clashes with the pink, it makes it kind of hard to read. You guys don't understand, or hopefully you guys understand. Hey, ha. That's Sayori. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Ferrets. Well, what people say about, well, people stare at you for, well, people stare at you for acting weird, then I wouldn't want them to think we're a couple of them, or a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have to have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. we cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, ferrets, have you de- have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join the club this year. A club this year. I did I? I'm not sure I'm sure it's possible that I did. It's one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's saying on about. Well, that's not nice. Sayori likes to worry about, oh my god, a little too much. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting up by the average but on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Okay. Sounds like my kind of dude. Uh-huh. I was just talking about about how I'm worried about you, that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. That's not true. Your hap- your happiness is really important to me, you know. Aw. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a. This is way too early. On top of my glasses are really dirty. I really should have cleaned them before recording. Actually, becoming a. What the heck? A net, NEET for in a few years. In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. Oh, come on! You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right, all right. I'll I'll look on at a few clubs that makes you happy. No promise. No promise though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree gift, by such a carefree girl? More than then, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me has made me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day has. God. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I get up, after I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall. I looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you up. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't want to wait up for me You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your new club, to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought know what? Well, I thought you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. No, not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would help. It would be fun to to help to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to to show to show interest after the one oh my god. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed to the club, they inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Personally, my interest is just up there. I love reading. I love writing. I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I will bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead. Oh, that's not nice to call her. Come on, that's not nice to call your friend an airhead. Come on. Or she's so cunning as I have planned this all out. I let her along sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Dude. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Why? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ferret, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. This girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns her back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Just don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to oh my god, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Ow. Oh god, this hurts. Oh god. And it sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Ferrets. Monika smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class together last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart and beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me is so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monika. Come sit down, Ferrets. We made room for you. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki gets a wrap tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow. Ooh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. That sounds cute, actually. I had no idea you were so great at being friends. So great at baking, Natsuki. Oh my god. Well, you know. I'm sorry, guys. It is early in the morning. My glasses are filthy. I'm sorry. It's more the fact that it's early in the morning. Like, really early in the morning. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first. Then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Just take a bite. I'm just saying, just take a darn bite. It's just a cupcake. It's not a poisoned cupcake. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? What? Maybe made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you. For you know, you dummy. Okay. All right. I give up on Natsuki. It's a weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri stands at the table carrying God, I didn't read that in time. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy the good book? Uh, no, not to me. Not to me at all. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. And that's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy. But I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri finally smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own? How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and popularity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't many more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are really interested in putting oneself. Oh my God, putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Well, I started this channel, and that took something. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Excuse me. I like books. I like books. I like writing. In fact, I am writing a novel. So, there you go. We have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Sadly, I am neither of those things. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know what? You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why That's why they were also so delighted by the idea of a new member of a new member joining. I thought I still don't understand. I don't really know. I thought I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Ferrets, what kinds of things do you like to read? Personally for me, anything with fiction. I'm just saying right here, I love fiction books. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, in reality, I don't read. I read constantly in reality. But anyway, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri turns to the traces of Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build a deep and complex in the fantasy worlds. That sounds good. That sounds like my type of book, Yuri. That sounds like my type of book. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Yuri, you're speaking my language. And tell like a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Oh my gosh, she is speaking my language. Lori goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment we walked in, but it's so obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep and psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Okay, that doesn't sound like something I would normally read. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I don't know how to reply to that. I don't know how to reply to that. Are you saying that as writers have no What are you saying, Yuri? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Okay, I don't really read horror all that much. I like horror games. I just scare really easily with horror games, personally, for me. And at the end of this video, I'll ask you a question, guys. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the end. I can relate to it to the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think that, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud," and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and pushes her hands on her shoulder. Puts her hands on her shoulders. Okay, that's common. How do I say this? That's not unheard of for girls to do that, especially if they're close friends. But definitely in this current climate, doing that would be a bit awkward. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why did you care? Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them? Share them sometime. No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. So do I. I can second that. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust I form a writing is writing a the trust I form a writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Right, Yuri. Right. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your words, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We sit down. Oh God, we all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her mangas collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. I can agree on that. I don't read manga. I don't read manga personally for me, but I can understand how someone would say it's literature. You're just reading essentially a comic book. Essentially. I'm not saying manga and comic books are the same thing. I'm just saying they're kind of the same thing. Kind of. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ferret always gives us gives it always gives his best as long as he's having fun. And oh my God, sorry about that. Ow, ow, this arm is hurting. Ow. I like cooking, cleaning my room. Now how dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How now come. You and Ferret can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she had just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to ensure to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her hand and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. That this is not now. This is a girl. Now is this girl accidentally being cute? Being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. On top of it, I find it creepy that she is able to guess that. I mean, he doesn't really read much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read by yourself. Well, you can read that at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now, now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Why don't we actually stop here and come back to it another day, or maybe I would record again and do another video on it fairly soon. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm enjoying this. I don't know why this is considered psychological horror. It is not psychological horror. This is too cute. This is too wholesome. So besides the fact that Sayori put her hands on Natsuki's shoulders, that's the only thing that really was a bit odd, in my opinion. So far it's just a pretty good game, and the way to control it, just basically you just click the mouse and you just press the key to continue the conversation. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I actually have something planned later on, which is I am sorry guys. So Doki Doki Literature Club is the game I was planning to play back in September or October time. Now I decided to play it now. It just made sense for me to. Hopefully you guys enjoy it so far. I'm enjoying it. I am loving it actually. Please say you guys do it too. And I am Ferret, aka Ferret. Hopefully you consider subscribing. We will continue on with the adventure in the literature club.